Cool, ready to roll?
Bye.
All right, Leonardo de Pinto, or Leo.
Leo.
Remax Morningside?
Results Morningside.
Results Morningside, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Oh, we're here in, what's the address? Fairfield Road?
So 605 Fairfield Road,
Yeah.
Yeronga. How this happened is that we started to stage the property. And then
We popped up doing a bit of filming on the day we were staging, and Phoebe, my boss, said, you should have Leo on the podcast, and you're like, let's do it when you want to do it. I said, that was earlier this week.
That was
that was on Monday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago. Yeah, it seems like last week, but yeah, crazy stuff. So anyways, thanks for coming on the podcast. Phoebe recommended you because of your videos, and also we'll get into a bit, you won an award, so we'll leave that on the table for a bit. But so before we get into that, how long have you been in real estate?
So this year is going to be 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
5 years in real estate. So I started late 2014, beginning of 2015.
Yeah.
So it's actually just about to be 5 years.
5 years, awesome.
And
how'd you get into it?
So funny enough, my girlfriend at the time, but wife now, she said to me, "You really should be in real estate," because before that I was selling a lot of other stuff.
Okay.
So I've always been in sales and always been in design. Even in Italy, I was doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I used to work for a logistic office and head scouting for warehouses. And on top of that, we were actually styling offices. So real estate has always been a real good interest, beautiful hobby. I never thought it would have been a career.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I moved over here. And
when did you move to Australia?
2013.
13, yeah. So 6 years ago.
Yeah. So I needed a little bit of time to understand what was my call.
Yeah.
And then, but immediately went into sales. Of course, the first job was selling coffee.
Yeah.
I did every job under the sun, washing banana fridges.
Lots of experience though.
Yeah, I don't know, cutting the grass for and then even in that case, I started to advertise. So I started from one lawn to few.
Yeah.
So marketing and selling, it's always been in my nature.
Entrepreneur.
But yeah, I started from the very bottom, like everybody.
And have you always, since you've been in Australia, has it always been Brisbane, or have you been in different parts?
Always Yeronga.
Oh, really?
So I moved 2 streets from here,
Wow.
and then I was looking at a block of land every day, and then there was a house, and then there was nothing, and then they started to build. And then all of a sudden I said, imagine if one day I can sell that. And guess what? I sold the block, I sold,
oh, really?
I helped for the design, and then I sold all the units on top.
Oh, great.
And he's actually the same developer of this project.
Crazy. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, let's get into that award I sort of previewed before. You won Marketing of the Year 2018 for Remax.
Yeah.
So that must have been great to be recognised by your peers.
Look, that was unexpected because everything we do, I do it with the same energy no matter what. I really didn't know that there was a possibility. And then my boss one day said to me, hey, Haley, by the way, she said to me, Leo, there's this opportunity, from head office they called you and they wanna talk to you because there's this award and they want to put your name forward. And I was like, what is that about? And they were like, oh, they recognize people that not reinvent marketing, but they make it look like they are working on it, and also they are trying to do different things. So they called me in, we did an interview, there was a massive presentation. It would have gone for 15, so the timing was 15 minutes. I was there for an hour, presenting all the things that we put in place. And by the way, some very similar strategies, or the strategies that you are using.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, at the end, like they said to me, well, we can't say too much, but yeah, we'll see you at the night of the awards. And then that night, I've got a video on Instagram.
I saw it. Yeah.
Leo the Pinto
receiving the award. Yeah.
And that's where the competition was.
Yeah.
Fierce. Like we are talking about people with like 20 signboards, like bus stops. Newspapers, like we are talking about everything, but we won because of the digital campaign.
Okay, let's talk about your digital. What do you do that's a little bit different, or what do you do that you're proud of?
Let's give the secrets away.
Let's give the secrets away. Yeah.
So basically, what we understood, because like I've got also a team of people that we work together towards having like the best results. What we understood is that from Italy, I took something that we didn't have, and is just a little bit of an attitude. Like the attitude is that no matter what, try to do it. If it doesn't work, at least you tried. So, and of course, yeah, like there's so many professionals around that probably can be a little bit scary to try something and be like, okay, I'll do it. And then you see the other people doing stuff, and then they're like, oh wow, that's amazing. Like I'm gonna top that. So well, in Italy the attitude is, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Do it. And the very first time you start to do stuff in a way that it's comfortable for you. You feel so free, and you feel like you don't have the restriction of a box that really you put there yourself. Like there's nothing that is constraining.
There's no rules.
There's no rules.
You create the rules for yourself.
Yeah, because you are looking at your competition. Don't, because those people are fantastic. They cracked the code before you. Now it's up to you to crack the code. Now it's up to you to do stuff. And critics are always going to be there, but the problem of the critic is that it comes always, 100% of the times, comes from someone that if you go and have a look at the stuff that they do, they're not doing anything. So you're like, how are you judging me based on something that you are not even like close to talk about?
Plus, every successful person in the world, the most successful person, no matter who you look up to, has critics. Oprah Winfrey, people will be paying her out every day. Like, no matter how successfil you are, you're going to have your critics.
And the failures that you get. And you have to be also very intelligent, very smart. You have to edit yourself, because like not every idea that you have, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Like I think about 20 ideas and then like I edit myself to 2. And then from those 2, I'm like, okay, not this time, maybe next time. Because, in the end, we are great, we are amazing, but sometimes we are thinking on a different pace of another person. And also, as you would know better than me, audience is king. You do stuff based on the response that you have from your audience. Because, you have like, and you have to edit yourself. You have to do stuff, innovate with a looking at what you did so far, and also considering like few things here and there, and making it in a way that is not heavy, not like just because you are selling prosciutto or just because you are selling, I don't know, Vegemite, doesn't mean that you have to talk only about Vegemite. Talk about the farmers that are producing the the materials, the everything. Talk about the vitamins, I spend probably, because this is like, this is my day. I wake up at 5, I go to the gym, and then I take 1 hour every morning just for myself. You know what I do? I watch YouTube videos, I watch like trailers, I watch like documentaries, I watch Netflix. That's my hour of learning.
Yep. I
read books about marketing strategies, because sometimes you can't only watch a video. You really need to me, like print is sometimes like the only way. So what I do, even if I find an article, I print it and I read it. So I highlight some few things, I take notes. mental notes or actual notes on my phone. My phone is like memo. Probably the best people like that do this kind of stuff. They're doing all the same things. So you need to, and it's not about real estate. You can't innovate something if you keep watching the same things. So it's about everything. Video clips. For example, the other day I got stuck with an interview that Alfred Hitchcock did. Like, I didn't know the guy. I didn't even know he had like this posh accent that made everything like, made me think and look about some movies that he did in a very different way. So this is what I'm, all the creatives listening and you, we are curious people. We are having a go we challenge the stereotypes. We challenge reality. We challenge what it's already there and we find our own reality. That's probably why like we are constantly like in looking for something new, something, give me some, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When I see a video of a real estate agent that fucking smashed it, I'm like, fuck, that is so good.
Yeah.
I respect you.
Yeah.
I am mentally challenging you. They don't know that I'm challenging them, but not in a disruptive way, in a good way.
Yeah.
I wanna be better. So when I see something that is outstanding, and it happens every day, I'm like, damn. That is a good one.
Raises the bar.
That is a good one. Yeah. I'm gonna need to do better. Personally. I'm my worst critic. So I need to do better. Let's think about it. 10 ideas. Let's see what it comes. It's amazing. And that's the creative challenge. And then there's another challenge that you know better than me. Consistency.
Every day.
You need to be consistent. I put a story or a post every day. And it's not even like, and everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
You're on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok.
Oh, nice. I'll have to look
Leo the Pinto Realtor 1.
Somebody else took it.
Someone took Leo the Pinto. I'm doing cinema advertising.
Yes.
I'm doing radio advertising. I'm the point.
So you're trying to be everywhere.
Yeah, because then what happens is that you get called in with the best people. So I'm fairly new, like really 4.5 years in, and I'm getting called in with the best people, with the best guys, best girls. Like they're fantastic. And even though I lose listings with them, I'm literally humbled and honored to be called in. Just because people, and now the ratio is getting better. So now the listings are getting more and more because I work a lot off the plan. So most of the stand is not advertised. Most of the things is not advertised, but now the momentum is picking up. So for example, we have this one launching the 8th of November. So if you're watching this interview before, you are invited. 6:30 p.m. sharp, these people are gonna be there. But if you're watching this one after, well, ask me how that one went. And then we will see. And hey, I'm prepared for failure all the time. I'm prepared for failure because like, so the parties that we are doing, you'll see the footage like that we were gonna produce that night. It's something that we do, not only for the community, but also as a showcase what like myself and my agency, for example, are producing for the customer. We're spending money, some of our own money, some of the marketing money, but mostly marketing money because it's important. And now people like, understand why we are doing it. For example, the first time that we launched in Frederick Street, that's another example that made us win the marketing award. We actually sold 2 that night. So
they're not only for like a branding and a get your name out there exercise and celebrate the community, but they also lead to results?
I spend hours thinking how we can maximize everything. I spend hours to understand how we can make $1 like work for 10. That's what our challenge should be. Like marketing, it's always problem solving. Like, by the way, like we have that energy, that charisma, and that resilience behind us. Like, so every real estate agent, for example, I talk from the real estate agency point of view, they are heroes. Because you know many times people say no to us. You know many times people say, what is that about? And then most of the time we make mistakes, but all the other times we have amazing results. And then the promotion sometimes is left to our own device. So I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to crack the code how to make those results work better without us talking about it. Again, from Italy, Leonardo da Vinci or whatever it is, like the artist that was talking, they were not talking about themselves. There's no articles about them doing an interview. There's always other people talking about them. And that's like something that, also we need to consider. You need to consider this kind of stuff. But now technology is changing. Now technology is giving us a different platform. Actually, is giving us a platform. Before that, you and I, we would have not been sitting here with a freaking like huge camera, with a recording system, and then what? How are we gonna?
3 other people.
How are we gonna set it?
Yeah.
How are we gonna edit it?
Yeah, it's very easy now.
Now, your
iPhone,
phone.
GoPro.
I've got my little 5 apps that I always go to to do all the stuff, and we do ourselves. So I love it. I enjoy it. Real estate agents, again, they are not only amazing people that sell amazing real estate, everything. They're pretty much like very expert in the art of selling, but now they are actually going towards a different era. The marketing era, the digital era, the media era. Because we are pretty much like the face, the pilots of amazing cars, or we are the face of amazing projects. And if we respect that, we're gonna always be going like places. And that's what I believe these interviews, they're gonna be like, suggesting to new agents to work with other people, to network. I mean, like, our story is fantastic. I choose these people. I want to tell everybody at home. I choose them. I knew them. I chose other people too, but they are doing something that is out of the conventional. They are pushing for real. Thanks to you also. Thanks to Phoebe, to Jake.
Jake, yeah.
That is your brother.
Yeah.
You guys are pushing like in the right direction in a way that I believe is never been done before. And if there was an award for marketing or strategy of the year, I would consider to put you down for real.
Oh, wow.
Because
Thank
I
you very
like
much.
that you are consistent.
Yeah.
You are doing something that is it is like empowering also the people watching you. Even if you're giving away strategies, even if you're giving away tips to your competition, it doesn't matter. That means that your competition is going to do something better, and then you're going to take from them and be like, far out, like let's do something even better.
Sure.
That's what it should be. Beautiful competition, but in a way that is not. And when we see each other, you know what my dream is? This is my dream. Be in the top agents and then have once a month, like literally a beer or something in a room full of number 1 people or people that want to come, and then together we start to discuss strategies. And then literally I would feel on top of the world knowing that we are acknowledging each other as like the best people that they're doing stuff. So it's a great environment. Like, I know it's competitive. I know everybody like watching maybe is gonna be like, hey, but what about the sales? Or what about this? Or what about that? Yes, it is about that, but it's also about respecting the fact that if someone is better than you, I want to shake your hand. I want to tell you this time you won because it's amazing what you are producing, and the result has to match. So when I know that a strategy worked, I'm like, talk to me. Let me know. I want to know what you're doing because you are a genius. You made it work, and you guys are doing that.
Oh, thank you very much. So I had a look at your Instagram, and what I noticed and what stood out for me, looking back through the feed in particular, was that you're very good at telling a story of still learning and becoming that real estate agent you want to become or have become. Is that part of a strategy, that whole story behind being not just, I sold this, I've got a new listing, but you're showing the story of you as a person?
The first unit that I ever sold was $259,000. The biggest one that I sold, it's very close to 4. Even if it's a block of land, even if it's a house, and my listings are going up and up and up. You know what's the best strategy that everybody should use? Be normal about it, to be real. Like, this is literally a real journey. Like, I'm nowhere near the best people doing real estate. I'm nowhere near the numbers that they write down, but what I like about that is that it gives me the challenge. I'm the underdog, and I'm always going to feel the underdog because I really like the chase. I really like, because it pushes me. It pushes me in a way that gives me like a motivation to do better and better and better for my clients. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. If the buyer and the seller are happy and the strategy worked, I am like on top of the world, because that means that I understood the project, I understood the owner, and then I understood the final consumer. And it's not, everybody thinks that marketing is a trap to get people, to convince people. No, it's not like that. Marketing is the best way to take or to reach you, that you were looking for that something, and to put you in contact with me, with the owner, because you were looking for that already. But I found a way to reach you, to get to you, and that's the best thing ever. That's how I see marketing. Marketing is like, let me explain to you, let me talk to you, let me, maybe you're not going to be interested, but let me give you the chance to choose. What if you don't know? Like, that's so sad. Like, to me, it's sad. If you don't know that you're missing out, how bad is that? There could be like an agent out there that is like, you know what, I like these guys, because not only they're doing staging, but they're also promoting in a different way a property or whatever. And he doesn't know how to do it. And then one day it stumbles upon you. They're like, I'm not alone. I want to do the same things. It's actually the feeling that I had when I saw that you guys were actually pushing for it. I was like, I feel like we understand each other. I don't know, like, I could be wrong, but we understand each other. So that's the best feeling ever. And that's actually the feeling that I want the final consumer to come across. I want them to understand, oh, I like that. Let's see if it's like, you know, matches reality, and then it's up to the agent. Actually, be a human, be like a good person, and understand and talk to other people. So that's what it is.
Fantastic. What you're doing, maybe perhaps something different also, is cinema advertising. I haven't seen a lot of that, particularly in real estate. So why are you doing that? And for people, you can go onto your Instagram and find those videos as well.
Leo the Pinto Realtor.
And I thought, no, they were very good, because you not only, it's not just an ad which you could put in 10 different places, it's an ad specifically for the cinema experience, because you say, I think you mentioned watching the movie or before you watch the movie.
I wish them to enjoy the movie.
So you are speaking to the people, it's relevant. Now, how have you found those videos as a results from results? Have you noticed that people are reaching out from those?
Out of 9 sold of that specific project that I used, 3 were sold through cinema advertising.
Really? Wow. So that the results speak for themselves.
It's bloody expensive. But it's amazing how...
If done right.
See, the thing is, you need to understand, you need to really know your craft. It's not only like, I see a lot of people, honestly, I see a lot of people that are doing a fantastic job, but I also see people doing a very bad, poor job. So you need to understand that you have to give content to people. You give them. Because like, it's not only about you. It's not only about you. Why would I follow someone that the only thing that puts is just listed, sold, you're never gonna see that on my page. I can talk about it, I can do a video about it, but you're never gonna see a picture, sold, because people know there's so much quality. Australia is the land of of opportunities, and literally every single agent, almost every single, is a top agent. So what is your point of difference? What is your audience? Why is your audience following you in your journey? Why they transform from audience to clients? What is that magic sauce that you're putting out? Well, I believe that magic sauce is your personal take on a journey that it started, and it's continuing, keep going towards a result that you don't even know what it is. You can't have an end goal. Yes, you have goals and you have they call it KPIs, but I believe that the best way to go is to surround yourself with professionals, listen, have always a great amount of time, spend time with them. I want to know. For example, what made you decide to get into marketing? It can't be only Gary Vee. It can't be only him.
Yeah, I suppose it's about telling stories as well and showing the behind the scenes. I really enjoy that, by being able to bring value to an audience, because people can see the pretty pictures of what we do, and we certainly post some of that. But I also like giving value about things that aren't so obvious. So showing behind the scenes and what's the best way to do that. There's people learn in all sorts of different ways. So we are doing a podcast here where people can tune in on their way to work, just audio only. But we're also filming. So some people prefer to watch content, short little clips on Instagram. Some people prefer the Facebook. So we also post a few things to LinkedIn. So it's about, like you said, trying to crack that code of how you can deliver as much value or as much entertainment, and posting it in the different places people like to consume it in.
You know what the secret is? You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
You enjoy it. All the girls and the guys listening to this podcast or video, they need to enjoy what they're doing.
What they do.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So find in yourself the love of creativity, because real estate is the best industry in the world. You can design, you can create videos, you can work with music, you can do events, you can do everything you want. You have staging. This place, it looks completely different. Have a look at the pictures behind or the video, before and after. It's fantastic what a good eye can do to a place. And it's all about feelings. So everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. Everybody needs to find the strength in themselves. You are doing it, you love it, and more you do it, more you love it.
The better you get.
Because in the end, you start to understand. You understand the dynamics with the people that are listening to you. You're understanding the joy that you have. And guess what? There's gonna be someone that says to you, oh yeah, but I don't agree with that. Very good. You know why? Because before this video, you would have never talked to me. You not even spoke to me, ever. So you are creating a little a wave, a little ripple.
Yep.
You're putting a little dent in something that you are literally in charge of your destiny. More you put out, more you're gonna get in, but don't expect anything. I don't expect anything. I do it because I love it. If someone comes to me and says, why are you doing it? Because I love it.
Yep. Why do you think people, particularly real estate agents, what do you think is holding them back from posting content, from being themselves? Do you think it's the fear or the lack of knowledge, or the time? What are the things that are really stopping? Because you're obviously posting and you know what you want to do, but there's a lot of people who, like we sort of mentioned before, are either not posting at all, not on social media at all, or at the very most they're sort of posting a sold photo or something. So why do you think people aren't really going for it?
So I went recently to Italy, and Remax Italy, we had a conversation. I actually hired a guy to follow me in Milan, so we're gonna put that content soon out. And I went there and I had the same kind of conversation. We are going from, and this is the first time that I'm talking on camera about it, a signboard era to a video era to a live show era. like, if you only put a signboard on the street, the chances you selling the place are reduced almost to zero. If you put like a video, the chances are a little bit higher. If you put it on the internet, a little bit higher. It's like the space is always this, but the content inside is redistributed in a different way. You need to fill up the space, you fill up the gap. Otherwise, you're gonna leave this margin up to nothing. And if it worked until now, if it worked so far, you've been lucky. But now people wanna know, why are you so interested in my house? It can't be money. It can't be only money, because you love what you do. The negotiation, the feeling of like, I don't know, Saturday morning opening a house, there's nobody there. I don't know, like the feelings of real estate, like there must be something that made you do this job. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Don't be miserable about it. Even a video, like you can do a video nowadays with literally $500. Imagine, okay, I have a challenge for everybody listening and that needs motivation. $500, ask the vendor to give you $500, or if they don't want to give it to you, do it yourself and produce it as an example for your next vendor paid advertising. $500, $400 for a videographer. So you sit down with him, you have an idea, maybe you, I don't know, you were like a sport person, you were like, just sit down with them and bounce ideas. Talk to them, say, hey, this is gonna be my first video, let's make a deal. You guys are salespeople, deals, deals, deals. Even with the videographer, let's do this one, and then for the next one, we're gonna add up, as soon as I start to sell the idea, we'll have more budget. That's how I started with my videographer, and now we're having budgets like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for a video. So sit down with them, $400, you spend it for an amazing video that can showcase the house, and the same day, you do actually a personal video, few seconds, 30 seconds. And you say, hey, this is Leanne Strawberries. And I'm doing this because I love my job. And the only thing that I care in life is to care about people. So, you know, give the reason, give the motivation, dig deep inside you. And then you say to me, there's another $100. Well, $50, what do? You give it to the photographer the same day, few shots, you have few shots for your Instagram page, Facebook, whatever, and then the other 50, you use it for sponsoring. Because you wanna let everybody know that this is like, you know, the new you. The new, it's not new, it's an old one, because and then from that day you start to post every day about why you do this job, what is that is exciting, what is that is making you like feel amazing about it. And you'll see, every video is gonna be an opportunity for you to create something, to choose the best song that you want. Bear in mind that you're working with music. What's better than that? I choose every song first before doing the video. I sit down in a room. Well, like I'm a little bit of a systematic person. So I put the song, I choose the song, and then on the song I then do the video.
Cool.
Because based on the feeling that I have on the house. So that's how much I love this job.
Yeah.
And how much I love to sell better and better and better and better. To the point that now I'm consulting for other people how to do the best videos. Yeah. And they say to me, do you want your name on? I say, no, I don't want it. Because I know that one day, and it's coming, it's happening, you should see the video that we are producing for this one.
I look forward to it.
I actually got different things. Oh, you'll see, there are 2 videos coming out. Cool. And then there are other people talking about it, and then other vendors are approaching me, and we're gonna do other stuff. So get creative, get producing, get selling, make this job a passion for yourself, because that's the only way that you're gonna exceed every expectation.
Well, I think that's a perfect place to end, Leo. One more time, the 8th of November, 6:30 p.m. And what's the address here?
605 Fairfield Road, Yeronga.
And your Instagram is the best place to find you?
So my Instagram is Leo Di Pinto Realtor.
Yeah.
But you're gonna tag me in that one too.
I guess I will, yeah. Leo, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
See you, mate.